You are watching Beyond the News. Like, comment, and subscribe.
So then, jump on for my video. And I say, boy, Maverick, you're wrong again. So, I watch her, let's watch her say. And I talk to my colleague, Dionne Jackson Miller, today.
It's this viral video featuring Oral Tracey and Dionne Jackson Miller.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
And for those of you who may not know,
Right.
they are really prominent figures in Jamaican media.
Yeah.
And the video itself is just this really intense argument.
Yeah, it is. It's,
Have you seen it?
yeah, I've seen it a couple times, actually. It's...
Yeah, YouTube family, the Maverick in the space again with the best and most credible opinion, fair and fearless analysis. And you know what, I not talk to my colleague Dionne Jackson Miller today. I not talk to her on that particular issue. I not malice Dionne, you know. Me and Dionne not have no war, you know. But I just not talk to her about the issue where she talk about relating to something when me talk about. And I'm going to explain to her why I not talk to her. Dionne Jackson put out a video on her channel in response to one of my videos them when me put out on my channel. And it was in reaction, and admittedly angry reaction, to a set of things when it happened in the Jamaican society, in the space when we do it. You remember the incident with it? The set of high school kids over Waterford. The youth them, where they have, you know, one of the youth them where they have, you know, some sexual encounter with one little girl. And then now him friend them stand up there and like him want to get him friend them to come take peace, and when the little girl said no. This type of video, you know. But video we are talking, you know. In a school uniform, the little girl in a uniform, you know. And the boy box up the little girl and beat her up. Physically box her up. And it went viral. And like a couple days after, another video came out. But that particular one with the student them over Portmore, that was the one where they stir the Maverick to anger. And thus the video where we did do to say, at what point Jamaica how decide say, we have to go take some extreme measures to address the extreme level of barbarity we're in the country. Yeah, at one point. So me make some suggestion. Me say, you know what say? So them you tell do them something, yeah. Because sit down in some big man prison with some big man prisoner, you know. For do some of the things them to them when them are do to people pick, you know. Alright. And then now there's another instance where some other youth now have box up another school youth again. Where that one there was less gruesome. But you know, there's that other one I mentioned in the video as well. So then jump on for my video. And I said, boy, Maverick, you're wrong again. So watch her, let's watch her say. And in the first part of her presentation, Dionne said she did not watch the substantive video that sparked my angry reaction. No. Dionne, if you don't watch the video, I can't chat to you. If you don't watch the video where me that react to, in my video where you are react to, then you can't chat to me. And you're an attorney, you're supposed to know better than that. That coming like you go to court and say you now look on the evidence. You just have got chat off of some idealism. Or just some predisposed position. I'm not going to chat to you, Dionne, but I'm going to chat to you people. Now, first of all, Dionne is a lawyer. And Dionne is a journalist. And like a lot of the politicians in Jamaica are also lawyers. Lawyers tend to vacillate a lot, you know. It's like, because them study the law and they are almost obligated to think objectively in terms of how them interpret the law. So many times when you listen to lawyers interpret sections of whatever law, you know, they never ever yet come down on one side or the other, you know. Them vacillate and them stay in the middle and them just say, boy, you know, these are the pros and cons. And the lawyers, it's like them don't have opinions. Them don't have opinions. They don't form opinions well. It's almost like they're over-enlightened. So they're therefore, because of the flurry of information or flurry of perspectives, when them have to consider them can't form a credible opinion. Because when me listen to Dionne, you know, Dionne actually repeats some of the things when me say, you know. When me say, me know say legislatively in terms of the law, you can't put a juvenile in an adult prison. In fact, generally speaking, there are circumstances when you can. So I admitted to that, But the bigger point I was making is that there are things happening in Jamaica. Things have been happening in Jamaica. Certain in terms of violent and gruesome and distasteful crime. That at some point in our 60-year-old history as a country, we have to go take some measures to try and address some of these issues before the society totally implodes. And then, like the latter lawyer politicians we have, a lot of the legislators, them, in the house we law, them a lawyer too, So when them do them guilty, are the same kind of vacillating and don't do nothing. That is what politicians and lawyers do best, Them chat and don't do nothing. Because she go for some international research. This is what she's famous for, She does this a lot. Anytime you talk about a domestic issue, she go Google some big international research that shows that children, before they reach the age of 18, they have an incapacity to make right or wrong decisions. So a 17-and-a-half-year-old boy who decide to take up a gun and go shoot a man in the head and kill him. As far as Dionne and her research is concerned, he don't know what I'm doing. But the irony about it is that she said when he reach 18, now he know what I'm doing. But 6 months before or 3 months before he reach 18, he don't know what I'm doing. You know, so remember one time, let me tell you when we lose respect for people like, who think like Dionne. And this is nothing personal against Dionne, but it's just a general thing about people who think and reason like Dionne. Remember years ago, we'd have one of them same crisis moment here in Jamaica, And there was a big symposium kind of settings where, so I remember a particular professor from the University of the West Indies was a part of the symposium. I think it was live on TV or something, I mean, I watch it. And I was now very interested because we want to hear what this prominent professor are going to say in terms of solutions to some of the issues that are facing Jamaica. And this is a professor at that point, who was very close to some of the top lawmakers in the country. And remember, the professor make a presentation for about 45 minutes. And just like when we sat and watched the video with Dionne a while ago, I remember the same feeling came over me when we watched the Dionne video as came over me back then when we watched the professor presentation. The man go up on the podium and he chat for 45 minutes and don't say one God Almighty thing. He don't come to one God Almighty conclusion. He did not put forward one God Almighty suggestion. He said nothing. He vacillated and him showed the world how bright and intelligent and articulate he is. But he said absolutely fucking nothing. And at them time I decide say, oh, so it's not about how bright and qualified you are that determines how smart you are and how decisive you are as a leader and how visionary you are as a leader. And at the point I remember it come to the conclusion to me, it say, some of them people are over-educated, people. They are over-fucking educated. They have too much information to process. So the information overload has stopped them brain from offending any side. So they stay right in the middle and vacillate. And our country continues to burn. And that with people like Dionne and most of them political leaders were around this place from 1962. Most of them. You listen to them talk, same like Dionne. When they go into the House of Parliament, same like Dionne. Yeah, them vacillate. And we are killed 1,000, 1,500 people a year. Nobody not care. Little youth, them do some gruesome thing. No, we can't punish them. Because kids don't know what they're doing. Yeah? That is the level of intellectual leadership what we have in Jamaica. Eh? Is it any wonder people resort to dealing with the done instead of dealing with the courts in Jamaica? Eh? Anyway, I don't know you me talk to you. I know you me talk to. You can't talk to me until you watch the video there. When you watch the video there, you make an appointment and come talk to me. I have a step now. I have a step. Maverick step in. Move it.